You're here, click on this video. You want to learn about day trading, and you want to learn when is the best time to trade and when is when not to trade. We're gonna be talking about it in this video, so make sure you listen to the end of the video and make sure you take notes and make sure you join the free Telegram link in the bio. Without further ado, my guys, let's get this show started. Let's pump. I hope you're hyped up because I always like giving you guys as much value as possible. Okay, when we're out here in these trenches, understand this. These trenches, let me press pause real quick. Understand this, these trenches are cold. When you're out here, these trenches are cold, but you're not alone. So if you're here hungry to learn how to trade, how to become a profitable trader, I'm gonna give you guys some real insights. I've been trading since 2021, and it's a real pleasure to understand these charts in a different manner. You know how I look at it. There's two types of traders. There's traders that guess trade, and there's traders that do not guess trade. Okay, people who follow me, my students, people who understand how I trade, we trade only when there is clear direction. We don't guess trade. We trade in a manner that actually favors leverage traders. Okay, if we're looking at this chart, okay, I'm looking at the price of Bitcoin. If you see how I trade, okay, we trade in a way that, I hope you're taking notes. We trade high leverage, 50x, 60x. We trade with no stop loss, okay? And we enter in and out, and we don't leave trades for days and days. We don't do that, okay? We flash close, we enter market, and we're very strategic with our trades, okay, when there's clear direction. Currently, my guys, direction is forming. There's no clear direction right now. It's 11:41 p.m. New York City time at this time of this video. And when there's no clear direction, okay, we wait for directions to form, okay? We wait for directions to form. Right now, we're seeing that the red army is coming. You know, we see the red army is coming. You look at this number, is going down. Okay, we like taking screenshots as well. And screenshots are a powerful tool. And well, I like to say, look, if you really want to master trading, you're going to want to take notes. I'm trying to put as many videos out there to really educate you guys and improve your trading proficiency. But one thing I always see commonly with you guys, you know, especially me when I first started trading, was that we use all these different strategies and we confuse and we merge them. And we try to, create our own, and that's not how it works. You really want to master somebody that's here trading with you, somebody here is getting results with like for example, how I trade. If you like how the style of I trading, don't change it. Look at how I trade. Practice exactly the way I'm doing it, and don't change it. Okay, for some examples, I could show you, a little bit earlier today. I try to keep a count on my trades. I did an earlier trade today. Closed a short, for $1,100. And this is a very common theme, my guys. The way I trade is very in and out, high leverage. You're seeing here 60x leverage. Okay, I'm Bitcoin short. Okay, and a move in Bitcoin can lead with massive gains if you catch it right. If you catch it before it starts dumping, if you catch it before it starts pumping, depending where direction is at. So currently, my guys, what we're doing, let me give you an upside. So when you're here trading, okay, we use these time frames, the 6 hour, the 1 hour, 3 minutes. Okay, what you want to do is look for time frame correlation. That's what we're doing out here. We're looking for time frame correlation. Currently, there's no time frame correlation yet. Let it form. Let it, let it sizzle. Let it cook. Okay. What I'm trying to teach you is how to become profitable. Okay. When I show you my strategy, it's like I'm teaching you how to drive an Aventador. I'm going to show you a video of somebody that does not know how to leverage trade. They decided that they were too good, and they had a big ego and they didn't want to educate themselves. So they went to leverage trading knowing there's risk in it, and they went out with it with no education. So this is what happens when you decide to not educate yourself before you start, leverage trading. Okay, you get in the Lamborghini. Okay, you go 60, 100x leverage. Okay, but what happens? You get wrecked. You get wrecked because you thought you were able to drive that Lambo. But you get wrecked for not having the proper education, not knowing how to control the speed, not knowing when to enter, when to exit. So you get liquidated. Okay, I want every single student of mine to learn from my experiences, to adapt faster than any other trader, and to be a top 1% trader. So if that sounds good to you, I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to drop any questions down below. I want you to join the Telegram, the free Telegram in the bio. Again, this is the information I wish I knew when I first started trading. So for new people that are wondering, where do I trade? You know, that's link in the bio. We trade in a beautiful exchange. And yes, I said beautiful because it's available to everybody worldwide. Okay, they don't discriminate. No KYC. Okay, you become limitless with an exchange like this. This is Margex. This is where I trade back to back consistently, and where I recommend every single student starting off to trade as well. Okay, you're able to trade Bitcoin. You're able to trade Ethereum, Solana, anything you think of. But look, little Jimmy, look, student, look, listen to me. Trade Bitcoin first before you really start playing with these other assets. If you understand how to trade Bitcoin, you could easily transition to Ethereum, Solana, BNB. You know, the ones that follow Bitcoin. Let's say, for example, Bitcoin pumps. Okay, you could also place along on these other assets as well that are following it within the 24-hour range. You know, profit massively. So that's why I recommend you is to really master, specialize in the cryptocurrency, specialize in the Dawn, in the G, in the number one Bitcoin, and you'll easily be able to transition to these other assets. That's what I teach you guys, and how to become proficient with Bitcoin, how to know when it pumps, how to know when it dumps, how to see the moves coming before the news breaks out, how to understand these common patterns during the week, even towards the weekend. This is a 7 days, 365 ability to trade this market, and this is you become limitless with the ability how to trade this. So I hope you're taking notes. Again, we enter a market. Okay, we trade with 60x, 50x, 100x only once you have education, only once I teach you how. You know, if you're curious and wanting to learn, I'm running a 1 week free trial to my daily trade updates, which is my Discord, where I teach you, you know, I give you guys, you know, my daily trade updates, my bias of the day, you know, what I'm doing today, what I'm you know, I'm trading Bitcoin, you know, is direction long, is direction short, you know, when I'm entering if applicable, what I'm doing for that day. So if you're curious to join the daily trade updates inside the G trenches, you know, I want you to let me know, send me a message, an email, a Telegram DM that you want to come check it out, you want to come check the Discord. I'm giving you guys that are still listening to this, that want to take that level step, that want to feel out my Discord, to send me a message and we'll get you in for 1 week free. For those people that want to actually, you know, progress and actually get an education with trading Bitcoin, we offer a consultation upgrade package as well, a full top tier, top mentorship package as well. And that's available if you're curious to learn more about that. I'm going to teach you guys exactly my strategies on how to determine direction, how to see the trend, is it bullish or bearish, you know, how to see the pumps, the AM pumps, the afternoon pumps, how to the timing of the Bitcoin dumps. You're gonna be witnessing me, you know, trading as well. You're gonna be seeing, you know, everything you need to know about trading. Simple as that. So if you're curious and want to take this further step ahead, okay, you don't want to crash, you don't want to become an inventador that crashes. You want to be a professional driver in these markets. Understand these markets are consistently moving, and the way we trade, you know, really does benefit the style of trading we do. Because we trade with high leverage, with no stop loss, in and out, flash close. We don't sleep on trades. You know, we're here active. You know, we close them only when a profit, and we size them accordingly. We size them accordingly to our comfort. You know, that's our risk management right there. So again, I hope you're learning a lot. So to answer your question, when do you trade? When is a good time to trade Bitcoin? When is a good time to day trade, whatever market you trade? The perfect time to day trade is when there's clear direction. Okay, when there's time frame correlations. We look at the 6 hour. The 6 hour is the god of direction. Currently, the 6 hour is still forming. There's no clear direction yet. So we wait. You know, we're looking at these last 6 hours. We wait for clear direction. Once we see a time correlation, once we see the 6 hour is bullish. Once we see the 6 hour, let's say the 6 hours, you know, is bullish up. We zoom in. We look at this one. We see this one still bullish. You know, we see the 1 hour is bullish. Boom. You know, that's time frame correlation. That's when you see that there's direction forming. Okay, what do we do then? We position in the 3-minute. Okay, this is exactly what I teach you in the consultation, how to perfect your entry, how to perfect your exit. In the consultation I offer, I'm gonna answer 99.9% of your questions before you even ask them, because I've been in your shoes and I understand the hunger you feel to learn, the hunger you feel to become profitable. So if that sounds good to you, link down below. You could join the G Trenches Daily Trade Updates for 1 week free. It's a week trial. You're able to then, what we offer is 1 year ongoing support in the Discord. I want to teach every single individual out there that wants to learn on becoming an efficient trader, how to become profitable, and actually learn a strategy that works. Learn a strategy that is making me, multiple 6 figures, that has made me a profitable trader, and that has really changed my life. And I'm trying to change as many people out there that want to take that step. So if that sounds good to you, hit the subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope they answered the question. Don't guess trade. Don't use 100x if you're a novice. Don't get liquidated. Don't get wrecked. Okay, get an education first and then master the skill of trading. So hope that answers your question. We'll catch you in the next one.